YouTube personality and gamer from Brooklyn is missing tonight, and a video posted before he disappeared has family and friends worried. That's 29-year-old Desmond Amofa, also known as Etika online. He published an 8-minute video yesterday apologizing to those he feels he's let down, and nobody's been able to reach him since. It's not the first time his fans have been worried for his safety. Back in April, police were called after he posted disturbing tweets.
Daniel Desmond Amofa has disappeared. Daniel, better known as Etika online, had a rather large fan base where he reacted to Nintendo content and recently got into the Minecraft scene by joining the server 2b2t. But recently though, Etika has been displaying some strange behaviors. To understand what is going on with Etika and why he's disappeared, we have to understand the full situation. Let's recap. Etika created his YouTube channel on July 16, 2012. Within a 6-year time span, he's managed to gain 800,000 subscribers, and this is no easy feat at all. But on October 25, 2018, everything came crashing down. Etika decides to stream some hentai to his YouTube channel, this leading to a permanent termination of it. When Etika was terminated, a bunch of his fans were in a frenzy to figure out what happened. A bunch of YouTubers tweeted out about the situation, but to no avail. Nobody knew what happened to Etika. Shofu tweets out, "I didn't believe Etika got hacked at first because he called me a few days ago and I've been texting him every day since, including today. I don't know what the hell is going on anymore. We need to find him first and foremost." The police were called and they're gonna track his phone. Sky Williams tweets out, "Etika is in deep. Even if it was planned, it's really bad." And even his ex-girlfriend, Alice Pika. "I told you guys, Etika is fine, okay, safe, alive, heart still beating, still functioning." October 29, 2018, 4 days later after his channel's termination, Etika decides to do a Twitch stream where he explains why he wanted his channel shut down. He basically proclaims that he was only making $900 a month and he was a slave to YouTube and he wanted to express himself in different ways. Also in the stream, Etika says he wants to kill his old self and he wants to become brand new. This could just be rebranding, but this is probably going to allude to some darker things in the future where he actually goes missing and nobody knows what's happening to him. Following this stream, Etika gets banned for using slurs and his new platform is IG Live. For the next few months, it seems like Etika was back to normal. Nothing out of the ordinary was really happening to him, and maybe his deletion of the channel was really planned. But in the middle of April, that all changed. He started acting rather strange again, tweeting out racial slurs, gay slurs, revealing private DMs, and just straight out gibberish. No one knew what was going on. There's no foreseen cause in this mental breakdown. Also in the midst of this, he changed some of the rules in his subreddit to no allowed and no snitch allowed. He also talks about stargazing, and this is really complexing. People were really confused and worried. April 15th, Etika decides to stream some more hentai to his second channel, this leading to another termination. After this, things got a whole lot worse. At this point, Etika really needs help. Sky Williams says it the best. He's in deep. Etika also starts tweeting out some cryptic messages. "I'm gonna kill myself, you silly humans." Followed by RAP, then following some more porn. A lot of people think Etika could be in a cult. This is why a lot of people think he's acting so strange. But I would advise not to believe this one because it seems like a single person acting alone, and it seems like there's really no harm to be done, but only to himself. He's not really affecting everyone else, he's affecting just himself. The tweet that makes people mainly assume that Etika is in a cult is "kill the non-believers." This tweet mainly alludes to him being in a cult if you really take it that way, but I'm pretty sure it's just random gibberish from Etika because he actually went on a Keemstar interview and he actually explained that he was the Antichrist and he kind of kept up this character. he really isn't, and it seems like he's actually just going insane. Another reason why I believe Etika is not in a cult is because he hasn't set up strict beliefs for his followers. In most cults, there's actually strict guidelines, regulations, beliefs that you have to follow just to be in the cult, but Etika hasn't really displayed any of that behavior. On Drama Alert, he just seemed really insane when he was talking about the Antichrist. He just seemed like he was suffering from mental health. The last thing he posted in this troubling series of tweets was, "I'm gonna shoot myself in the forehead with a pistol that I bought in Long Island. Bury me in Brooklyn." This was very troublesome, and it just didn't seem like things were gonna get better from here. It seemed like he was actually gonna off himself. Luckily, his ex-girlfriend Alice Pika was keeping tabs on Etika and actually showed proof of him still living, playing with the Switch, and laughing at memes of the situation. But this was no laughing matter. Surely people were concerned. Etika was taken into custody by the police, then transferred to a mental hospital for a few days. When Etika came back, he started tweeting out, "I'm very sorry about the situation, and I was raised on the dark side of the internet." Then a few hours later, he goes back to decrypted messages. People felt like there is no saving him, and a lot of people have given up. Etika tweets out a worrying video of his apartment being surrounded by the cops. He urges the bystanders for the police not to take him away. The cops go up to Etika's apartment door, and Etika tells them to look him up on IG Live to confirm that he's actually safe and well. But the cops, after confirming he doesn't have a weapon, they break in and take him away. Shortly after this, a confrontation breaks out between him and a cop, and he ends up assaulting one. Assault on an officer, if convicted, could be a Class A misdemeanor or a Class D felony. I don't think time in prison was in Etika's plans. But luckily, he wasn't convicted of anything, and he was taken back to the mental hospital. But guess for how long? A few months? Maybe a month. Or maybe a week at the minimum. No, just a day. And he was back out and streaming. It seems like Etika just wasn't getting the help that he really deserved. On April 30th, after being arrested, Etika appears on a Drama Alert interview, and it seems like he's more insane than ever. He's talking about the Antichrist, he's talking about creating everything, and it seems like his mental state hasn't gotten any better, even though he went to the mental hospital 2 times. Fast forward to May 26, 2019, and Etika seems back to normal. He's actually playing Minecraft, the popular Swedish block game. Etika is really fascinated by the Minecraft server 2b2t, essentially an anarchy server where there's no rules and you can use hack clients. 2b2t is the longest running Minecraft server ever, and Etika started playing it. He started his 9 gang and everything seemed back to normal. He was really fascinated, especially with the channel Fit MC, where Fit covers a bunch of the long, extensive history of 2b2t. This lasted for just about 2 weeks, where Etika was trying to take over the server, but on June 20th, Etika takes a turn for the worse. At 12 AM, Etika uploads a troubling video.
"I'm sorry, yo. I'm sorry I betrayed your trust. I'm sorry I pushed you all away. I'm sorry I made a clown of myself. I apologize. I wish it didn't have to be this way."
Basically explaining that he's sorry and there's no life after death, and he apologizes for him not seeking help for himself. It seems like this video was scheduled because it was recorded in the daytime, but it went out at 12 AM. So this is very troubling because it actually seems like a goodbye video, and it seems like he probably offed himself already. Or maybe it's a publicity stunt because there's some tweets that we found pretty recently. On June 2nd, Etika tweets out this: "When should I have my next mental breakdown? What days do you guys have off?" A fan replies, "June 20th, that's when most people are out of school." Another fan replies, "Good idea." Hopefully this is a publicity stunt and actually not the real deal, because a lot of people think that he's probably dead right now, or maybe it's just a publicity stunt. Keemstar tried contacting everyone in his circle, but he couldn't be found, he couldn't be located, and we just have to hope for the best. there's only two options that could have probably happened. It's a publicity stunt, or it's actually real. My final synopsis on the situation. Etika tried to get help, and it seems like Etika actually really might be gone. He really might be gone at age 29. Or maybe it's a publicity stunt, but Etika really had it all. He had a channel of 845,000 subscribers, he had a bunch of loving and caring fans, and it seems like the publicity stunt just isn't really that worth it. It's not really worth the chance of getting arrested like that. It's not worth all of the trouble that he's been through. It seems like a genuine mental breakdown that he's having, and people are just not hearing his cries for help. Etika tried to get help multiple times. He was trying to seek for help, but probably no one gave it to him. And there's two sides to this camp, like always. If you guys watched my last video on Etika, the aftermath of Etika, I tried to explain that there's two sides to this. There's people that genuinely care for him, and there's people that watch him to wait for something bad to happen. And that's never good to see. Etika really needs to be surrounded with fans and just people that really care about him, but no one has really stepped up and tried to help him and try to say, look, Etika, this is not right. And there's definitely people that can relate to this, where they're just in such a dark time, but they just can't get out. Etika definitely needs help, and if Etika is gone and that this is the last that we heard of him, and the Minecraft stuff is the last thing that we heard of him, this video that we saw on his channel, this is the last thing, then it's really saddening to see a YouTuber go at age 29. It's saddening to see anybody go at age 29, and hopefully no one has to experience this. So if you guys like this type of content, I'm going to try to do one of these each week. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video. I really do enjoy making these videos. It's definitely different from my normal content, which is Roblox. So hopefully you guys enjoy, subscribe, comment, and like the video. Tell me your thoughts on the situation, and I'll see you guys next time.